Hey on everybody. So I'm now sitting in the middle of my shed. Car's gone, just drove out the driveway, I don't know, 10-15 minutes ago I suppose. Going to a really awesome guy. I'm actually pretty happy with who it's going to. I'm going to tell he's actually a guy that's going to finish it and build it and look after it. He's also got the early 80s Ford Falcon. I'm not 100% sure what model. They made an XD, an XE, and an XF, all very similar body shape. I'd have to have a decent look at the photos. I think it's a slightly later one. The XD was the very first of them. I think it might be one of the next models up. A very, very big square car, and that's all nicely done up. It's real clean and sweet on the engine bay and everything from what I've seen. I haven't seen his car, but I'm going to keep in contact with the guy. He seems like a really genuine guy. So hopefully, like the car gets really well looked after. All he's got to do now is come up and just pick up, try and show you. He's just got to pick up this last of the stuff. So he come last night and got all the motors and bits and pieces, trans, just a bit of the big stuff, bigger heavy stuff. He come and got a lot of that sort of bits and pieces and threw a sort of heap of stuff in the back of his ute, I suppose you call it, over here. A Mazda BT50. He had a small trailer and we sort of piled a bit of stuff in there and bits and pieces, and just sort of something more bulky sort of stuff and heavy stuff. And then I spent this morning and loaded up a lot of the excess stuff in the boot, like the heads and just intake manifolds and like a lot of the smalls out of the doors and interior stuff and all that sort of bits and pieces, just all the leftover boxes of stuff. And then it's just got the inner guards and the radiator and the exhaust that come with the car. He'd probably do what I do, probably chop the mufflers out because they're good stainless steel mufflers. And he'd probably reuse them and throw away the rest of the exhaust. But like the mufflers are a really nice muffler. From what I've sort of gathered from doing a wee bit of research on them when I first got the car. There's a front bumper and the engine stand to hold the motor, and some spare bottom arms and stuff like that. So that come with that other front subframe that I had. So I'm actually really stoked with the guy that's got the car. Like the first guy that came and looked at it, he would have been quite a good candidate too. But it's funny, like all the other guys that piss in your pocket. One guy that was talking to me just recently. He was so busy he just couldn't get here, and he mustn't do a lot of fly in and fly out working on big machinery, and he just couldn't get here. And then he ended up having to go to Queensland. Like that didn't sort of come to, but I think this guy's probably one of the better guys that I've sort of talked to with the state of his other car. I know he's going to look after it and do it properly. So I'm actually really happy. I'm sad to see it go. I wish I got a bit more money for it, but it is what it is, and I'm happy. Like he's a good, genuine guy. So that's the main thing. So now it's just clean up shed time, figure out what I'm going to sell and bits and pieces I'm going to get rid of, and have hopefully next weekend or something like that. I might have a little garage sale or something and get rid of try and get rid of a lot of excess stuff that we've got. We'll spend the next week going through bits and pieces. I've got rid of a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of stuff we can still get rid of again yet. So we'll put the money in my bank Monday. And then Monday night when I come home, I'll sit down and I'll start organising, looking at flights and bits and pieces like that, and try and organise to get to New Zealand. So hopefully in a couple of 3 weeks we'll be out of here, and I'll try and work right up to probably the day before I leave, or maybe a couple of days before I leave, because I just want to try and get as much excess cash, because I've still got a few holidays left, not a lot. But the more days I can work, the more holiday pay I'll get. So since that's how they work here in Australia and New Zealand, like if you're a full-time employee, you'd accrue holidays, so we get 4 weeks a year. So every week you get another, I think it's a third of a day. So after a time that builds up. So I think I've still got about 7 or 8 days owing. So if I can get another day over the next week or so, that's another couple $100 in my pocket. So before I leave, so now I've just got to figure out what I'm going to do with everything else, and drop a bit of stuff back and hopefully make some extra cash, and that'll be enough to pay off like power bill and bits and pieces before we leave. So that'll be good. Alrighty guys, that's what I'll probably do. I was actually hoping to do one before the guy turned up to pick up the car, but he sort of got here as I was going to make a video, so I made it afterwards instead. Alright guys, cheers. And thanks for all the sort of new subs again. I'm up to about 178, almost 180, so that's awesome. And a quick congratulations to Arco. One of his videos that he made just before Christmas, a metal shaping video, is just smashed over 100,000 views, which is awesome. I reckon that's probably a lot of where his extra subs have come from in the last few weeks. I reckon with that video, there's been a couple of videos that have been climbing reasonably well, but that one there's just been a bang, 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 bang. Like I think about a week ago it was about 60,000 views, or sort of around that sort of between 50 and 60,000 views a couple of weeks ago, or a couple of 3 weeks ago, and now it's smashed over 100,000 yesterday. So that's awesome. And I think he's been over 7,500 subscribers now. So that's awesome for his channel too. So all the extra subscribers and all the extra views on his videos will help us build some awesome content. It just helps pay for things and pays for just pay general bills and keep supplies up. Just of all the stuff that you use every day. So that'll be awesome. Thanks guys. Cheers. See you later.